what is going on in your 5D relationship. Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia Moksha, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. But this is no ordinary Love Pick a Card reading because we are doing 5D connections. So that is your soulmate, or what you call your divine counterpart connections, whether you're currently in that connection right now or this is a connection coming in. This is going to be a very super spiritual and high vibe reading, and these are timeless readings, and I will go back to more quote unquote normal readings for the rest of the month, but I wanted to do one very high vibe spiritual reading for those that come onto my channel and are very high vibe. I used to be a twin flame reader, for those of you that don't know, and although I don't prescribe exactly to the twin flame theory anymore, I've kind of evolved it onto something much grander and more highly spiritual. I do believe in a very strong soul connection, love relationships. And although this is a timeless reading, at the time that I'm posting this, the solar eclipse in Aries just happened. And this is where a lot of spiritual folks are predicting a 5D and 3D split. Meaning the collective is making a choice consciously right now whether to go in the 5D direction, being more high vibe, having more high vibe life purpose for themselves and connections with others, or choosing a more 3D life where they get to kind of repeat some of the cycles that they might be still learning lessons in, which is totally cool. Some of us are more older souls, some of us are more newer souls. You know, the new souls turn into old souls and then move on. And it's the cycle of life, the cycle of the universe. So yeah, I wanted to do something for my high vibe brothers and sisters that want to know what's going on in their 5D connections. So I hope you enjoy this reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 11 with the red calcite and the warrior card. We're looking at what's going on in this 5D connection. So we're going to have you on this side and them on this side and the connection in the middle. Let's see what's going on with them, but let's start with what's going on with you so you can tell if this pile is for you or not. What's going on with you? Meditation. Improvements require persistence. Okay, so you might be in the energy of doing a lot of inner work. So you might be really connected to your spirit guides right now, source energy, your higher self, and you're just kind of channeling in so much work, inner work. So you might have really specific dreams and you're doing like dream analysis, or you might be getting a lot of like downloads of anything you need to improve in your life, whether it's relationship with others, health, your diet, or something about your work, what direction to go in your life. So getting a lot of clarity, downloads, and kind of information that you might need for making long-term plans. And if you're already working on some sort of long-term plans for yourself personally or your life, I feel like you're getting a lot of information on that stuff right now. A lot of clarity, doing a lot of inner work in regards to that. The star card, yeah, wow. Okay, so pile 11, you have a lot of stuff coming in for you. So that's why I kept getting, I'm like, oh, it seems like more than like one thing. It feels like it's all kind of coming together and making sense at this time. So it might feel like you're doing a lot of inner work right now. And it looks really good. The star card in reverse for me is like a lot of things are coming together. Everything is kind of falling into place for you, pile 11. So if you feel that right now, you're doing a lot of inner work, this pile may be for you. Okay, so let's see what's going on with your person, your 5D divine counterpart. Between worlds, new directions, and it's in reverse. So I feel like your person, pile 11, sorry if you hear the leaf blower in the background. I specifically started early. I set everything up, and you can't, you kind of go with the flow sometimes. Okay, so between worlds, I feel like your person is also making this transition now, but it's more stark for them because they're less aware of this split, this change actually happening between 5D and 3D. So I feel like you're kind of taking it in with a lot of grace because you know what's happening. You understand that this 3D and 5D split is happening right now, so it makes sense to you, and like you're like, okay, here's the inner work for that, all this new stuff coming in, I'm all for it, let's get this stuff done. And your person, Power 11, they're a little bit even though they're on the same path as you, they're a little bit unaware of the split actually happening. So they might be a little bit confused, I'm getting. Yeah, Nine of Wands in reverse. They've done a lot of work on themselves. They've done a lot of work. They are transitioning into the 5D as well, into this more highly spiritual collective consciousness. They're coming with you. But I feel like this little cute sea turtle, I feel like they're just like going with the current. And they're just like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just going to go with it. Sometimes it's scary and sometimes it's fun. But I don't know. I'm just seeing this really cute, like, smaller sea turtle just going along with the waves of the ocean. So I feel like they're thrilled and they're scared at the same time. And they're doing well. They're doing well. Okay, and this energy was more in terms of what you can see physically. So, yeah, you're actively might be taking some time out during the day or even like a whole day during the week to kind of just do your spiritual work kind of thing, kind of just catch up with yourself, kind of take in this kind of new information and new energy coming in, and, being proactive, like using this energy right now to really make some moves in your planning for the future and the direction you're going in. And I feel like they've done a lot of work, like physically, to get to where they are. But I feel like they're not doing as much inner work. Right now, if you were to see them in their physical life, you'd kind of see them going from like project to project to project. So it might be like you see them being like kind of stressed out and trying to get a lot of stuff done, a lot of chores and errands and tasks for their job or their personal life, and then like just spending a lot of time just relaxing, working on hobbies, having fun, and going back and forth between those energies, like doing a lot of small tasks and spending a lot of time relaxing and doing things that they're passionate about, not just something that's like counterproductive. Like it's not just playing video games or goofing off with friends, having drinks at the bar. This is like passion projects, things that they like doing, maybe some using their creative skills. So things that they need to get done, stressing out a little bit about it, and then doing like fun things like painting or doing some gardening or landscaping or building something or working on something like that, writing. So you can see them going back and forth between feeling stressed about whatever is going on and not knowing what's going on, and then also really feeling like they're enjoying their time more. They have more time to work on their creative projects, their passion projects. So yeah, real good back and forth. 10 minutes they're doing this, 10 minutes they're doing that. For a few hours they're doing this, and a few hours they're doing that. They're riding the wave. They're riding the wave to 5D. Okay, so what is going on in this connection in terms of love, in terms of union, in terms of the relationship between the two of you? So what's going on for them in terms of this connection? Well-being. Okay. So right now they're just kind of trying to focus on, I'm getting like not throwing up. And I'm going with that same metaphor of like they're riding the waves of the ocean and there's some like roller coaster loops in there and they're just like, I'm just trying not to get nauseous and throw up. So right now I feel like the best thing they can do for this connection is just keep focused and get through this and ride this wave, like get to the shore, because at this right now they're kind of just like dizzy. They're very dizzy. Yeah, Five of Swords. If they were to kind of connect with you at this time, they might be even harsh with their tone, because a lot of them are not feeling comfortable. They're not feeling well. And it's because for some of you, they're getting like ascension symptoms. But for a lot of you, it's they feel like they're going crazy right now. Like, the energy is hitting them so hard that they're like literally thinking they're going crazy. And especially if you don't have your own like self-care spiritual routines in whatever that is for you. You mean, it might be taking baths, going for nature walks, grounding in whatever way, connecting with your higher guidance in some sort of way. Like if you don't know how to touch grass spiritually, it's gonna cause a lot of chaos in your mind. You might be overthinking. You might not like the thoughts that come up. Because I feel like with you, Pile 11, you're like handling this energy coming in with a lot of grace. Like you know how to handle this. Like you're using this energy proactively. Like you're actually using it to kind of push you forward. But if you don't know how to do that kind of inner work, if you don't know what it looks like, or the kind of inner work that's coming up is kind of intense at this time, it might make you feel kind of crazy. So that's why I feel like, if anyone tries to talk to them, they might lash out because they don't know what's going on with them right now. And they're kind of a little bit, that's why they're a little bit scared. They're a little bit nervous. They think they're going a little bit crazy, and, they're freaking out a little bit. The things that they're thinking of, for example, I had a dream recently of someone close to me dying, and if you're not aware of like how your consciousness works, what dream meanings are, and if you haven't had experiences like that before, you might start freaking out, like, oh my goodness, this person is going to die, like I know it, like what's going on, but if you are practiced, then like what that meaning is and what that means for what's coming up in your life, what's happening now, the changes that are happening. So that's the kind of freak out that I'm getting that they're having. Okay, so what about you? What's going on in this connection in terms of love from your side? Because they're just trying not to throw up. They're trying not to feel like they're going crazy, which is fair. That's what you need to do for the relationship. Blessings. Okay, for you, Pile 11, I feel like you're getting so many blessings in right now. You get to see this energy for what it is, and you're feeling quite blessed. If not already, these blessings are coming in for you now or very soon. The Lovers, are you kidding? Pile 11, so you are getting blessed in love with your divine union, with your divine counterpart. So you understand that this is what's happening. And I don't know if you watch some of my higher vibrational readings on my other channel, Mystic Mia Moksha, but I've been talking about how this is a special time in human history, and like this doesn't matter when you're watching this is a timeless reading, and like this energy will cycle through for the next few years, for like more and more people. But I feel like you, Pile 11, you already are on that wave, leading the light workers and spiritual leaders and starseeds, whatever you want to call yourself, on this gateway, to 5D. So on the channel, I've been talking about how your soul mission and your soul like partner comes in at the same time, around the same time. So pile 11, I feel like you might get a lot of indications of your divine counterpart coming in. So if you don't know who your divine counterpart is, you might be getting signs. You might be getting like preparations, get ready signs from your guides saying that this person is about to come in soon. If you already know who your divine counterpart is, like, you might be getting strong signs in regards to them. You might be getting indications of what they're up to, or you might have heard from them or heard about them recently. And if you're already in connection, already in a relationship with your divine counterpart, you can see that you two are leveling up big time now, because you can see it in their energy that they're like, they're not getting left behind. So they have to, and they've done a lot of work to get to where they are spiritually now. So you're like watching them being like, they'll be okay. I've been through it. They can get through it. They just need to do these last several things. Like, no worries. Like, I know what they're going through. I've been through it. Like, this is a good sign. Like, they're doing what they need to do. Okay, so what is happening spiritually for them and for you? And then we'll go into the higher perspective of what's going on in the connection and Spirit's message. So what is going on with them spiritually? The crumbling. Yes. Okay. What are you clinging on to? I got strong tower energy vibes. So I would not be surprised if they are doing one last clearing. And I love that I got the 5 here, and this card was a 5-2, 5-5, between worlds, new direction. They're not feeling well, and it's because this is a minor arcana, I feel like they have several small things that they're kind of holding on to their current life with. And as soon as they let those things go, they'll be feeling better and so ready for this new 5D life with you. But these are minor things. So these are things that are easier to kind of clear. They've done a lot of hard work already. So all the big stuff has already been cleared and healed, and they've already learned from, completed their lessons, and evolved their souls. So they got all the big stuff done, and they have a few little things left to clear. Sometimes, like when you're kind of about to transition into a new chapter in your life, you might hold on to whatever is left of your old life a little bit stronger, even though it's like makes no sense to you while you're holding on to it, right? By the way, this could be I'm reading it as you and them, but this could be easily vice versa, or both you and both them at the same time. Read it in the way that resonates with you. So this could be something like having like a heavier diet, or holding on to connections with certain people, friends, family that are no longer serving them, or that they might need to put up boundaries with, or kind of take time away from at this time, or some thoughts, ideas, activities that they can't bear to leave because it gives them a sense of comfort, and especially because they're going through such a chaotic time of change mentally. It comforts them to kind of hold on to little things here and there. It might be a small bad habit, or it might be a piece of furniture. It's like, oh yeah, it's broken now. It's broken. You've had it for decades. It's like it's time to go, you know. It's time sometimes to let go. And they're like, I don't even know why I want it so badly, but I just want to hold on to it. Maybe it's a specific location or a specific home. Yeah, specific way of being, lifestyle, activity, hobby. So yeah, it's smaller things, but you know, like I love this kind of like, it's like a tower, and you going inside is like this beautiful 5D image of flowers atop a field of flowers on top of like a mountain. Where they're going, it's so much better. They don't need anything. They just kind of have to let go of that. So this is kind of where you step aside and let them kind of do this, because this is something that they need to do on their own. Because I saw that you were feeling like very blessed and a high vibe energy, and you're watching them being like going through chaos, and it's like, why aren't you helping them? This is something they have to do on their own. Kind of clear this stuff, kind of get themselves in a better headspace. Feel confident in moving forward. This is something they could only do for themselves. This is their journey, and this is how they need to complete their last cycle to move in fully into the new. So, yeah, crumbling. And then the 5 of Swords, again, 2 5 of Swords. So we got the 5 5 5. Okay. Wow. We have the 6 and then 17 and 27. 6, 17, and 27. Okay, with the 17 and 27, I feel like you're okay. So when energy comes in, especially around like eclipse or portal days, or when there's a significant astrological event, you know, there's a lot of energy that comes in, even like solar flares or something like that. Like when there's a lot of energy that comes onto the planet, it brings up a lot of stuff for you to work on, right? And it doesn't matter if you're a light worker, a spiritual person that's just starting off on their spiritual journey, or you've been on the journey for like decades. When new energy comes on, it affects the entire collective, right? And you just have to get better and better at it. And clearly you can see that they are someone who is just getting to practice with new energies coming in. They still have a lot of things to clear or to heal or to understand, and figure out how best to work with these energies for them, their own individual style. Whereas you seem like someone who is more practiced, so much so that you are now enjoying these energies coming in, because it doesn't like give you negative or kind of dark stuff to work on or to heal or to look at, or unpleasant thoughts to kind of work through, or you know, things that you don't like to look at about yourself. Like now you relate to yourself and your life and your spiritual journey very positively. So when these energies come in with the 17 and 27, you take it and you run with it. There's no going backwards, feeling kind of negative or feeling shadow energies. You're on the up and up. You're already in the 5D. Wow, pile 11. When these energies come in for you now, it's like positive, forward moving things that are helpful. Which these energies are helpful regardless of how you interpret them. But like if you have a lot of things to clear and work on, or there's some stuff about yourself you don't want to face, it can seem unpleasant. But with the 2 minor arcanas here, 2 5 of Swords, this is very unpleasant for them, but like they can handle it. So they're definitely at a place in their journey where it's not like tower moments are going to break them and break their life apart and kind of completely totally blow up their life. They're still at a place where these energies kind of are still very, very uncomfortable for them and bring up very tough inner work to do. And right now their inner work is releasing some stuff. Like I'm getting like several things that they're holding on to, and they're even they even know it's kind of silly to hold on to these things, but it's giving them comfort. It's just a way of dealing with the fear of letting go and kind of surrendering to what's next and what the divine has in store for them. That makes sense. Okay, so what's spiritually going on for you, beautiful pile 11? Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And it came out in reverse. So this is, I feel like, because their card came out in reverse too, like this is something the two of you are kind of already in the middle of. This energy you two are kind of already in the middle of. Even already experiencing this the past day or two. And I feel like this is soul mission work. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because that's the 5D life that's coming in for those going on, those in the 5D collective consciousness that's moving on to 5D Earth. Your soul mission is like you're working on your soul mission actively because your divine counterpart is coming in. Your soul mission is somewhat tied to your divine counterpart. For some of you, it's like completely tied. For others of you, it's a little bit tied to your divine counterpart. But either way, the soul mission and the divine counterpart union comes in at the same time. Even if you're already in a relationship with them, pile 11, you can see this change happening within them. Actively going on right now with the swords here. The physical cards. You have the major arcana as the star card, the lover's card. Trust your path. Okay, so I definitely feel like you are taking steps for your soul mission. And this is a timeless reading, but at the time that I'm recording this is it is a Mars and Saturn conjunction, which is like getting serious about like long-term goals, or if you already have long-term goals, like getting some work done on that, getting more clarity, more information about that. Ace of Wands. I love that. Okay, so I feel like this is a really good time to take some action. You might be guided to take some small actions towards these long-term soul mission type plans right now. This is really exciting. Wow. I feel like light workers are really seeing things happen. It's like your dreams are manifesting right now. What you've ever always thought, what you always visualized, is actually manifesting for you right now. Okay, so what is going on in this connection? What is a higher perspective of what's going on in this connection? Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Yeah, the first thing I thought of when I saw the forest was, seeing the trees through the forest. So I feel like both of you are kind of getting like thinking higher perspective. Like, what is your place in regards to the whole? Like, where is your place in the world, in your not just like your community, not just in your partnerships, in your family dynamics, in your social dynamics, or your community dynamics. Literally, where is your place in the whole world? Wow. The cool thing about going into 5D is that everyone feels like they know their purpose, their meaning. They feel good about their role in the whole collective, and everyone respects everyone else's collective because there's like a unity in consciousness where everyone respects everyone else's role, no matter how big or small it is, how many breaks someone takes, how many different pursuits someone goes into. It doesn't matter. Like, there is like a complete understanding, love, and compassion for other people and their role right now, what kind of role they're playing out right now. There's like it transcends duality, so you understand the importance of other people and their role, where in the 3D reality, you don't always get that. So I love that both of you are seeing things from a higher perspective of and in a much grander way. Because I feel like even spiritual folks have a hard time, like they might be kind of taunted by being told that their visions are too grand, that they have delusions of grandeur. But it's like you have to dream big and think big in order to make big changes, or to, really live up to your potential, whether you accomplish it or not. Like, that doesn't matter. You want to fulfill your potential. And so therefore spiritual folks kind of bring themselves down in order to kind of fit in with like 3D mentality folks, to be like, oh, let me be more realistic. Let me kind of work on what I can see, what I can touch, what I can feel, what I can actually practically do today, this week, this month, this year, right? This is a time for spiritual folks to dream. And I feel like the both of you and your divine counterpart, the Five of Pentacles here, 5, there's so many fives. There's like, I like how all the fives came out on their side and you're like on 6. So you're kind of in a place where you can start taking action, smaller actions on the changes that you've already made, like within the past few years. Past few years and past few months. You can start making changes in the physical now. You can actually start taking action on the dreams that you've had, in the past few years and past few months. Whereas they are still kind of more in the 5 energy, just one step behind, not too far. They're not too far behind. It might take them a few years to catch up to you, or a few months to catch up to you, but they're not that far behind. They're kind of still trying to get on good terms with this change is happening. Just kind of acknowledge that this change is happening and be on good terms with this. So they're still kind of acknowledging this change and trying to not be dizzy and throw up, And so Spirit is saying what's happening for this connection is that both of you are allowing yourself to look at your potential, look at your place in the world on a much grander scale, in a more realistic way. Because the Pentacles here, like, you have one life to live. How do you want to live it? And now that you're feeling this kind of energy of like things are happening and they're kind of coming to terms with like, okay, let's fully go into this now. Both of you are like, let's dream big. Let's dream collaboratively together. And, let's start making small steps. There's this kind of energy with the Forest and the muddled, unclear thinking that as soon as you just start making small steps in whatever this grand, big dream that you have, that both of you have, like eventually you'll be able to kind of see the bigger picture more clearly. Right now, I feel like right now you're kind of using what your previous ideas and visions for your soul mission might have been, and just kind of taking steps along that, and then knowing that your soul mission might completely change or might evolve as you two kind of start making small steps in your soul mission, which is really cool. Wow. Okay, and then lastly, it's Spirit's message for you, beautiful pile 11. Beryl, something you feel is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And the 3 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the 3 of Cups, I do feel like people, soul family. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit like, I feel like you feel this coming in, or one of you does, feels like, oh, love, money, and my goals in life are coming together. The Star card, everything is coming together. I can start taking actions now because I have full faith and full confidence that this is happening. I even see some evidence of this actually manifesting, and it's gonna, like, right now it's just trickling in and starting to kind of make sense and fall into place, but like I have I'm getting from you, like I have a feeling that this is going to start showing up, this 5D life and all the parts of it, in very big ways soon, especially in love, money, and goals. So I feel like the only thing, I don't even feel like you're lacking, you feel any lack anymore, beautiful pile 11, because I feel like you are getting soul family in. With the 3 of Cups, I'm getting like you're getting really good friends in right now. You're manifesting a lot, like very, very strong connection, like even soulmate level friends, platonic friends come in. One of which might be your divine counterpart. That one isn't platonic. But yeah, I do feel like you're getting like at least 2, if not like a small group of new soul family members come in. One of them might be your divine counterpart if they if you have not met them yet, or if they are not in your life physically just yet. But you're gonna start seeing, it's funny, I'm getting from spirit, like we're gonna manifest these friends for you first, and that is gonna bring in love, money, and goals being accomplished and being worked on, and resources for your goals coming in really strongly. Your sign, your indication is when you meet these few friends. These are high level 5D friends. Yeah. One of them might be your divine counterpart. You're going to see love coming in at the same time. So your divine counterpart, like literally love relationship. When these friends come in, also more money, because spirit likes to bring in a lot of money to be like, see, this is a good thing. This is something that we want for you. This is something that we think is going to be really good for you. And resources for your goals, your soul missions, but even passion projects, things that you want to do, big and small, are going to start coming in at the same time. Your indication, your sign is these friends coming in. And it's funny, I did this kind of heart chakra work a few weeks ago, and your heart calls everyone friends. Like it gives no titles to connections. So whether it's like a parent, a sibling, a best friend, or anything like that, a coworker, everyone that you're friends with, everyone's a friend. So when I say like, yeah, friends coming in, like I feel like, yeah, some of them are platonic, really good friends that are like new soul family members coming into your life, but also your divine counterpart might be among them, or even people that you might be networking with, collaborating with in different ways on passion projects or some sort of work, job, career, soul mission stuff. So pile 11, you got that warrior spirit. It's embedded in you. You can use it now, because I feel like, you know, you're in a good place where you can take action. You can start taking small actions. Your spirit guides, spirit team are giving you the green light. Meditation, you're doing some inner work. You already know what actions to take. You already know what kind of direction to go in. You might know that your soul mission might be evolving when your soul family and your divine counterpart comes in, or or you might get more information about that soon. And you're watching your divine counterpart kind of just clear some things that they're holding on to in their 3D life, minor things. Yeah. So a lot of excitement. Let me know how you resonate with this. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 22. With the rubies and the bridge card, we're looking at what's happening in your 5D connection. We're going to have your energy here, their energy here, and then what's going on in the connection and the high perspective of things. So, and by the way, this energy can be vice versa, or both your energy or their energy, because both of you have, you know, mirrored energies, or both masculine and feminine energies going on. And you're both kind of, you know, incorporating all the energies, since you're going into 5D, which is, you know, above duality, dualistic energy. So let's start with what's going on with your energies, just so you know if this pile is for you or not. Okay, so soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Okay, so I feel like there's so many parts of you, so many aspects of you that's being integrated within your energies right now. So you might feel you're becoming you're always whole, but you're feeling more whole now. Death card. Wow, intense. Okay, so I do feel like okay, the way that you might be able to see this is there's a lot of karma being done and finished in your life. You might feel a lot of cord cutting. You might feel a lot of energies being cut from your energies as this 5D and 3D split is happening right now. You will start to see some energies that have been kind of still connected to you being cut now. And these aren't unpleasant energies. So I'm getting this, like you might have already done some cord cutting with some, karmic relationships from your past, exes or people who no longer serve you. You might have already done your healing work and released them and, kind of cut your energies with them as much as possible. Right? And so that's great. That's awesome. Even... Yeah, I'm getting specifically people. Because I was like, maybe even like locations or specific opportunities. But no, I'm getting specifically people. So you've already, at this point, have done a lot of energy clearing and cord cutting work with people that no longer serve you and that were kind of karmic in nature. But I feel like now you're releasing energies of people that you actually are have been really close with in life, that you had pleasant experiences with, that were really strong pillars of support for you and love for you in this life, that might not be coming into the 5D with you. Or maybe like not yet, because like the 3D 5D split, like the 5D portal is going to be open for a while, so you're going to be able to go between 5D and 3D. I mean, like you're going to be able to see 3D stuff happening even if you're in the 5D. They're going to be simultaneously happening on top of each other until the complete split happens. So at this point, there's people who are already moving into the 5D. And there's some people who might not be going until a year or two, a few from now. But I feel like your energy is being like any energy that was even positive, even like your strongest positive energies, or friends or family members or people that meant a lot to you, coach, mentor, teachers, students and whatnot that you were very close with are being released. Business partner, I'm hearing. Some sort of coworker. Yeah, but I'm getting more closer. So like really good friends, really good family connections, or like teacher, mentor, coach kind of energy, or teacher, mentor, coach / student, because it goes both ways. So those connections might be being released. Wow. In order to bring in a more evolved or higher version of that energy into your life. Wow. Okay, so what's going on with them right now? What can you see that's going on with them? Like if you were to see them in the physical. Awakened spirit. Desire to change. Okay, wow. So I feel like this person is awakening and they want to come to the 5D. Yeah, 10 of Cups. So they are like delusion. Like, you know how when you first spiritually awaken, you are kind of on that, like, you feel like you're on a high and you're seeing all the colors more brighter. You're kind of obsessed with the universe and you're seeing signs, synchronicities everywhere, and the universe engages with you more and gives you more feelings of love because you're just spiritually awakened. You just acknowledge that your connection to the divine finally, and you see it and you're feeling it, and you're like kind of like, you seem like a crazy person to all your friends and family because you can't stop talking about it. Yeah, and you're just on cloud nine, which is, by the way, a really good time to manifest. Like, I wish someone told me that when I was spiritually awakening, but like, when you first spiritually awaken, for that like few weeks or few months, you are in a prime manifestation energy. And I just didn't, like, people don't teach that technique to people who are just newly awakened, right? Because they have a lot of inner work to do, a lot of healing to do and stuff like that. But yeah, they're in prime manifestation energy. So if you are in contact with this person, Pile 22, like, you can even use their energies to help manifest things for them, for the both of you, for the world. Not using them, but you can like help them manifest without like giving them too much knowledge, because you don't want to give a toddler the keys to a car, but like, you can maybe like, I'm getting this kind of, what's it called, like a bond, like kind of like a trust fund. It's like, okay, they're going to be able to reach this potential where they can use this energy really well, but they have to wait until they come of age. But in the meantime, you can kind of help them with these energies. You can help manage the fund for them until they come of age, So yeah, I feel like you can kind of help them drive their awesome manifestation abilities at this time if you're in contact with them. You could even do this energetically if you want. Like, if you're not in physical union with this person right now, Pile 22, you can even do like a quick meditation to help them use their manifestation abilities for your combined future or your combined soul mission, or something that would help them right now, like maybe help them set up with something. Like, for example, if they just kind of lost their job or something, like you can like kind of use their beautiful manifestation energy to help them manifest a good living situation, or a good new work situation where they can do their inner work and healing work while they still are, while their security and stability is like set up. This is how awesome it is to be with someone who is further along in their spiritual journey, who knows how to do these things, for someone who is just awakening. See, this is why I did 5D relationships and not just love relationships, because this might be a family member or something that's like awakening, and so that you can help them out spiritually. Yeah, because like, if you're watching this reading, you're high vibe, so you understand that in these energies that come through, it could be you and your divine counterpart, or it can be you and another high level 5D soulmate level connection you have with someone. It could be platonic, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a new person coming in, a soul family. It could be an old friend that's coming back that like is being grabbed, like being pulled to you, magnetized to you, because they know that you can help them in a situation. Okay, so what's going on in terms of your romantic love relationship with your divine counterpart, beautiful Pile 22? What's going on with them in terms of this beautiful union? Closure, okay, and it's in reverse. They're getting closure From what? The world. Okay, so both these cards are coming out in reverse, and it's a beautiful major arcana. So I feel like they're saying goodbye to their old world, their old self, the way that they saw the world before. So I feel like they're going through a major paradigm shift. Completely different. They're like deciding to kind of live a different kind of life. Their life is forever changed. They're excited about it, they're happy about it. They're like, bye, old version of me, old version of what I thought the world was like. Hello, new version. And this is kind of the energy, like, you know, when you first spiritually awaken, you get so excited and you're like, you know, going down all these rabbit holes and doing a lot of research and discovering so many things. It's all you want to talk about. You're obsessed with it. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling that they're in. So that's what their contribution to this divine counterpart connection at this time. Interestingly enough, the reading so far showed someone who is really advanced and further along in their spiritual journey, and someone who is more kind of new to the game. Okay, so let's see what's going on in this divine counterpart union from your side. Happiness. You are super happy because you know what's happening. You know what's going on. You know this is union. You know that you know life is going to be looking a little bit more like what you've always envisioned it as. Pile 22. This blue butterfly here. And it's funny because this blue energy, it kind of reminds me of a blue dragon. So blue dragon, blue butterfly. I definitely kind of look into that if one of them or both of them resonates with you. But yeah, I do feel like you're really happy because you are connected to this divine counterpart. So yeah, when I'm talking about this energy, I'm getting for some of you, your divine counterpart might be finally connecting with you and doing this kind of work to help other people awaken with you, or help people who are newly awakened with you. Yeah, because I'm getting that you're already connecting or starting to connect to your divine counterpart. So if you're not in physical union with your divine counterpart, whether you know who your divine counterpart is or you don't know, you're already starting to physically connect with them, because there's something about like being set, like something being set in with you and your divine counterpart connection, where it's kind of like your soul and their soul has already agreed to kind of come together in the 5D together and be in a loving divine counterpart union and relationship. So I feel like there's something about you already connecting to this energy of your divine counterpart. They're super happy and on cloud 9, which is making you super happy in cloud 9. So if you're kind of feeling like, why do I feel like I'm in a relationship and I'm in love already? Like, why do I feel like my biggest dreams with my divine counterparts are already like happening or starting to happen? It's because there's something happened recently where the energy between you and your divine counterpart was kind of solidified, especially with this eclipse energy. This is a timeless reading, but this is something about like it has recently been solidified, because this energy is happening for the next like few years and stuff like that. I'm just getting it. I'm ahead of the energy. But there's a lot of people who are starting this energy now. So if you feel this kind of energy where your connection with your divine counterpart has solidified, you're feeling happy, you feel like the vision of the life that you always dreamed up is coming through somehow. But I'm getting not exactly knowing how, but just feeling like it's already happening. That's because you're connecting to your divine counterpart who feels like they're on cloud 9. They've had their paradigm shift. They're saying goodbye to the 3D world. They're welcoming 5D with open arms. And you two were meant to meet at the pearly gates of 5D. So this is why. There's something about your transitioning into the 5D now, and so are they. That's why your connection is solidifying at this time, because it's a 5D connection that you two have, a higher level connection. That's why a lot of people, like especially when I did twin flame readings and stuff like that, they kind of want to have this like high level connection, and it's like, you're not going to get it in the 3D. You know, that only happens in the 5D, and both of you have to kind of be there to have this connection. And that 5D like gateway just opened like recently, and now people are going in, and that's why people are finding their divine counterparts right now. Because if you tried to find each other in the 3D, you might have been separated, or you might have been prevented from finding each other, like near misses, or only meeting each other energetically. Because this is a dualistic, 3D is like a dualistic realm where the two of you have to be like two different energies. The 5D, even though it's a physical realm, is also it's a non-dualistic realm. So the two of you are magnetized to each other. You're easily brought to each other and can be around each other. Oh my goodness, guess what? I was playing with magnets earlier. That's what I do. I was like putting copper around my clear quartz. But yeah, I have magnets right here. But so I can literally do a physical demonstration. Okay, so like before you were in the 3D and both of you have a 5D energy. Oh. Hold on. Demonstration. So it was really hard to come together. Like even if you tried to touch base, like it'd be like you'd be pushed away. And then in the 5D, you're pulled to each other stronger. Where in the 3D, even if you tried to, it was like resistance. And it's because both of your souls wanted to have individual experiences. You want to have 3D experiences. So even though you two wanted to be together, and you can be in 5D when you're meditating, or you're in your dreams, or when you're in a really high vibrational awakened state, like, you know, you're in good feels, you can be in union with your divine counterpart in 5D because you're in the 5D energies, but it's always energetic and stuff like that, because in 3D, you both want to have 3D experiences, so you were pushing each other away. Where in the 5D, you two want to have a 5D experience together, you two have a 5D energetic bond. You guys are forced together. You come together so easily. You organically, naturally want to be together. The universe wants the two of you to be together, to have a more oneness 5D experience, to do things together, to do things harmoniously, to work. You two will know how to work well together already in the 5D, because it comes naturally to the two of you. You two have that divine connection where you two can intuitively work seamlessly together. If you tried to come together in the 3D, the closer you two got in the 3D, the harsher the two of you will be repelled, or forced away from each other, just because you two came with the intention to have 3D experiences, and it was really, really hard to keep that together in 3D energies. You're gonna find the opposite happen in 5D. So 5 of Wands, okay. So I'm getting, there's a lot of changes, small changes happening in your life, Pile 22, in regards to your love life, your divine counterpart connection coming together. I'm getting this like electricity in the air. You're happy with seeing all these changes happen, and you're not seeing it negatively. If you saw these cards, look at this soul fragment card with this mind on fire and these dark energy, these dark colors, a death card. You think, like most normal people would see these changes happening and be like, oh, scared, terrifying, dark energies. Look at you being so happy over here. That's you being like, I know what this is. I know what's happening. I know why these things are being cut off. I know why these little changes are happening. You don't see it as negative. It's so funny because in the other pile, I saw this, like, the divine counterpart energy had a lot of like Five of Swords, and it's like they were uncomfortable with making these changes because like you had to trust the flow, you had to trust and surrender, and the divine counterpart was having a little bit of trouble with that. But here you are being like, have it, you know. I love this handbag for a very long time, you know. It's expensive. It's my favorite color. Like, I won't need it where I'm going. You can have it, you know. I feel like this energy of like you're easily letting things go because you know what these small changes and big changes mean. But with the wand specifically, I feel like these are ideas, so like connections. So I got connections with people, and even like little things. Yeah, I got family. So I feel like if you had some like goals of the family planning goals, like maybe you want to have children, maybe you wanted to get married before you have children, maybe you want to live closer to your bloodline family, maybe you wanted to be more involved in your siblings' life or their family life, or you wanted to I don't know, live closer to where you grew up, or you kind of wanted to stay in the area that you're in now. I'm getting more of that energy of like if you had dreams of specific kind of partnership or specific kind of like family dynamic, like you're okay of letting that go. For example, if you wanted children, you're okay with not having children anymore. Or if you didn't want children, you might be okay with having children now. Something on that kind of similar idea. Wanted to live somewhere closer to your family, wanted to live somewhere further away from the family, but then the opposite happening, you're okay with it. You're like, I am so okay with however this energy comes through. Like you're letting go of any like, you know, even small things that you preferred. Yeah, like I don't mind whatever the universe has in store for me. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like Spirit has a different plan for the two of you. I feel like you cannot see what's coming. It's going to be more incredibly amazing than you could have imagined. They're accepting this new 5D energy with open arms. They are ready for it. They're like jumping in, you know, head first, diving in head first. And you are too. You're really happy. You're kind of easily letting things go. Theirs is a more general goodbye to the old world. For you, I do sense a more feminine energy, even if you're a male, because the energies that you're releasing are like more feminine energies, like connections with people, family, goals that you might have had, or wishes that you had. Yeah. So those things are being kind of released. Okay, so how do they see this connection spiritually? So what's going on for them spiritually? What's going on in the higher perspective of this connection? And what is Spirit's message for you? Okay, what's going on for them spiritually? Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's interesting. Again, with this energy of welcoming the new 5D chapter of their life, this new 5D life, Your divine counterpart is like realizing that they can work on their goals for life every day, a little bit every day. I feel like they're used to kind of cramming in, getting a lot of stuff done. Like, oh, we need to finish building this by the end of the week, or we need to finish this project by end of day, or they're so used to having deadlines on everything that they need to work on, whether it's at work or a project around the home, or even like relationship goals, like getting married or having children, or having this much money by this time, this age in your life. Like, I feel like they feel like their whole life is just was a bunch of deadlines and cramming work in, and they feel so much more freedom and feeling like, hey, if I want to work on my health, I could try a few things this year, a few things over the next few years, and take my time to really getting to know my body, understand my body, see what I prefer, see what my body likes, and find the right kind of system for me, or right kind of diet for me. It gives us so much pleasure and relief to understand that, like, for example, if they need to get like a garden shed done in the backyard, or like like a project like that, like they don't need to complete it by the end of the season, like, or they don't need to complete it by the end of the month. Like, they can take their time working on it a little bit now, maybe a little bit next season, and maybe it gets done by the end of the year or end of next year. There's no like constraints, there's no rush. This is a bonus that's being added on to their life, added on to their home, that they can take their time to kind of make it how they like and work on it when they wish to work on it. So there's something like that kind of energy that's happening for them right now. Justice. Wow. The World card and the Justice card, the Ten of Cups. Wow. They're leading the way in how to lead a 5D life. So your person, pile 22, your divine counterpart, they are very much a leader. Even in this new 5D consciousness, they're definitely the one like leading the wave. They're ready to get stuff done. Like, they're ready to show people how their lifestyle will change, how they relate to time will change, how they relate to connections with others change, how they relate to goals in life change. Yeah. Having families, working on your home, working on your passion projects, getting your work done, which is like work that needs to be done in the community. They are definitely leading the way. It takes so much for 3D people to change, you have to tell them like 3, 4, 5 times. Like, you got to seed them with an idea, and then can keep confirming that idea until they kind of finally like make a change, because they have that herd mentality. They have the mentality to go along with whatever other people are doing, what always been done, to not think for themselves. So it's kind of hard for 3D folks to kind of change the way they do things, the way they think, the way they see things, and problem solve, think. So your person, pile 22, they are leading the charge. They're definitely, they might like take your hand and help like lead you as well too. Like, I feel like you're ahead of the game too, but I'm surprised to see that your divine counterpart might be ahead of you even. Pile 22. Okay, so what's going on with you spiritually? No. Wait. Postpone. Pause. Say no. To what though? What are you postponing, saying no to? The Star card. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Death, Five of Wands. The Star card. Okay. I'm going to pull another clarifier. I got September. Okay, so I'm getting... This is a timeless reading, but this is... September is when Pluto is going direct again. And I very, very much attribute the Pluto energies right now, the Pluto transit, to the gateway of 5D. So I got the energy of if you're being asked to move somewhere, especially if it's closer to a city or somewhere more urban, alone, Spirit is saying like hold off on that or wait. Don't move alone, especially if it's an opportunity to move somewhere closer to the city or more industrialized or an actual city or a different city. Spirit says like wait on that. Or if you are being called to kind of, if you want to start like a big soul mission, and you're like, oh, I don't want to wait on this, like maybe I should start doing this by myself. Spirit is saying like wait on that, hold off. And I'm getting like until September, because I feel like you and your divine counterpart, or you and your soul family, are meant to work on this big thing together, or you're meant to move with your divine counterpart, or there might be another location that pops up, another opportunity that pops up that might be like Spirit's like, we have this kind of set up for you, you're going to be guided there, use your own intuition. But I'm getting an energy of be careful of walking this path alone. You're not meant to walk this path alone. So if you're, being asked to relocate alone or start a new soul mission alone, or if this is like work or job related or business related, Spirit is saying hold off, wait a minute. You're not meant to do this on your own. You're meant to do it with your divine counterpart or soul family member, or some sort of community, or better opportunities coming through, or another locations coming through. Wait, hold off a minute. Listen to your intuition always though. And then this image kind of reminds me of that lady on the salt case, salt bottle. Yeah, something about salt. All right, so I just got a box, so you will receive a gift. So I'm getting, with the salt, like I'm getting someone will give you a protective gift. Or some sort of spiritual gift. Oh no, you're going to get a gift. Oh, interesting. You're going to have a gift come online. I feel there's an energy with you though. So I feel like someone's going to give you your sign that this is actually happening is that you're going to get a gift from someone. So someone might give you like a protective crystal, or someone might try to give you give you an opportunity or something that might help you out. It's like, yeah, hey, like I'm thinking about moving, and they're like, no, you shouldn't do that. Why don't you stay here? It's like, oh well, I already, like, my lease already ended. It's like, oh well, you know what? I have a place here. I have a guest bed. Why don't you stay here for a little while, and before you make this drastic move, like maybe you should think it through a little bit. Like if it's a place you need, like let me give that to you. Like someone like looking out for you, someone being a little bit protective over you. I'm getting like both. Okay, physical and energetic. Because I also got like the dragon energy. Because I saw the dragon here. And then like my septarian, which is also called a dragon's egg, like just like flew out at me. And while I was like reading for this deck. And it's so funny. I saw a video yesterday about like septarian is really good for like doing public work, but it's also good for dragon energies, working with dragons, and also about having your intuitive abilities come online. So that's why I got like, oh, you will receive a gift. So 3-part message. Like I was like feeling so slow, and I'm like, why am I saying these messages so slowly? And it's just because it's like an intense amount of messages that I'm channeling right now. Everything has like 3 different messages. Okay. So you're getting an intuitive ability online by September, or if you're watching this at another time, it's about like 6 months from now. Within the next 6 months, you might have another intuitive ability come online, or you might have your psychic abilities or your spiritual abilities come online stronger, or evolve in some way in the next 6 months. You might get a chance, an opportunity to do something for work, live in a different location, or you might want to start on a project or a business. And you might want to do it alone because you don't want to wait. But Spirit's like, kind of wait until, the next 6 months. I feel like there's a new opportunity that comes in, or something about like if you're going to move. I feel like you're not supposed to move alone, like your divine counterpart or your soul family or something, or like you're going to discover a community where you're going to be moving closer to that community. Or something's going to change in terms of your work, your soul mission, your project. So other people are involved. You're not meant to do it alone. You're getting your intuitive gift. You're also receiving a protective gift from someone, whether it's like a place to stay or like a crystal, or like even if it's unintentional, like someone might actually like I said, salt before, like might give you like, hey, I bought an extra thing of salt. Like I thought I'd bring it over. I don't know. It's a weird example. Like maybe like a statue of like an angel or some sort of protective energy, some sort of god sculpture or something, figurine. Even like a picture. Like I remember one of my friends' grandma had like a ton of these like Archangel Michael like little cards or whatever, and they just gave one to me, and I'm like, okay, I'll just leave this in my car. And it's kind of funny because it'll just pop out randomly and fall on my lap or fall on in front of me at specific times, and I know like there's something big happening right now, and I'm being protected by Archangel Michael and stuff like that. So it's really interesting. Like, yeah, so someone might intentionally or unintentionally, casually or with strong intentions, give you a protective gift. It's so funny. I use dragon's blood incense before my reading to prep for this reading today, and so like so many dragon references. So maybe that's something that I'm meant to look into, or some sort of mythical creatures, because like with the butterflies I get like wings, so a mythical creature that flies. So much is coming through right now. Pile 22, this is heavy. Okay, and I feel like that's because this bridge, you going into 5D, your divine counterpart going into 5D, like you two are like leaders even in the 5D. You two are way showers even in the 5D. You two are both psychically, spiritually gifted, whether you know it or not. You're naturally inclined. You're spiritually inclined naturally. You have a very strong connection to spirit, both of you. You both have a very strong connection to source energy, which is why your energy is slightly different than the other ones. Okay, let's go into What's the higher perspective of what's going on in this connection, this romantic love connection? What's the higher perspective of what's going on? Key, successful outcome to your problems. Yeah, and the Ace of Wands, interesting. Okay, so I do get this energy that, like for example, you are helping your divine counterpart manifest like something to help them out at this time. Something physical, like gives them stability and security. Maybe they need a new car. Maybe they need a new home. Maybe they need a new job. Maybe they need a lump sum of money. Help with a family member, or yeah. I feel like that's solved. Whatever 3D physical problem that either of you have is solved, because the two of you have such a strong connection to source energy, and both of you are going into the 5D together now. Going to the 5D, your survival needs will be taken care of. Your physical needs will be taken care of. And that's different from the 3D version of your needs being taken care of, because there's dark energies that will provide you with a home and provide you with food and everything that you need, but give you like a home that's like a small square in a huge building. They give you food, but it's like whatever they want to give you. At the beginning, it might be like good tasting food. It might give you freedom, because both the 3D and 5D, even when the split happens, starts with like a golden age kind of energy. So in the beginning of this, even the 3D golden age, it might seem like so awesome. Like you don't have to do any work. You can just have fun all day, be entertained all day, have like really access to cool technologies that you can use for VR video games, entertainment, all the lights and pretty technology, pretty buildings, sleek buildings, the vision of the future that you've always been shown, hoverboards or whatever, any fun thing you can get access to, any kind of foods from all over the world at an instant at your fingertips. You don't have to work. You can just play all day. You can hang out with friends all day. You can just be in your VR headset all day. You can just enjoy life. And it seems at first this is fun. You get to enjoy the best of life has to offer, but then you'll start to slowly see that the food quality starts getting lower. The repairs aren't being made to buildings and these technologies, but now you're stuck doing what these folks want you to do. What they want you to eat, you have to eat, whether it's like patties of bugs, or lived in crammed, dirty, unhealthy living arrangements, very unhealthy lifestyle. You're always hooked up. They always know what you're doing. They're always surveilling you. So you'd be, so the 3D golden age might start like what seems promising, but it'll quickly fail, right? Where the 5D split, the 5D Earth golden age starts off with something that looks similar to Earth now, but will be improved with high energy materials, high energy structures, things that is synergistic, things that help replenish the Earth. And so it's like a really symbiotic relationship where the Earth helps replenish the 5D souls, and the 5D souls help replenish beautiful Mother Earth. So although there's structures being built and energy being used, it's all in high vibe ways, everyone using their creativity, having respect for each other. So when people step into the new 5D, it's going to be very high vibrational, where your needs, your survival needs will be taken care of in very 5D ways, with lots of land, lots of farmland, getting back to basics, you having all the resources you need to create whatever you need to from the resources, being able to work together with your community, always working to make sure there's more than enough for everyone. A different kind of golden age. Okay, so lastly, a message from Spirit to you. Okay, Six of Wands, success. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands. So I feel like, beautiful pile 22, Pig, beware of greed. I feel like you're going to start seeing with the Ace of Wands here and the key, you're going to start seeing successful outcomes to your problem. So you're going to start seeing things manifest. You know, you might see a windfall of money. You might see opportunities for nicer homes, nicer things, being able to afford more things, having more influx of money, more a better status at work, better health, feeling more strength, looking better than you ever have. And you know, while you're leaving the 3D and going to 5D, it might be worth noting to not be greedy. You know, just take the opportunities and resources that you need, even though they're falling at your feet. It's kind of like you have unlimited abundance now, but you don't need to hoard it. You know, it's like you can just kind of take what you need and be mindful of not doing things in your 3D way of thinking. Oh, what if next winter it's really, you know, really bad? Like, I should save up some more for then, or, you know, maybe I could even sell some of this abundance in the future if things go haywire. Like, try not to go back to your 3D way of thinking, while all these little bits of fun things come in that helps you feel more secure and stable in your physical existence. All right, pile 22. So you are the one who is leading those going to 5D. You're the one who helped create the bridge. You're the one who is helped maintaining the bridge to 5D. And I feel like because you are an early leader, you're the ones who is crossing over to 5D more first. Either you're going to be the one who's setting up shop at 5D to show other people the change in lifestyle, the change of relating to life, or you might be the one who's going back and forth from 3D to 5D for whatever reason, whatever your soul mission is. All right, so pile 22, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 33, with the Vision card and the Celestite. We're looking at what's happening in this 5D connection. I just want to start off by saying that it feels like I'm channeling slow, or I'm taking a longer time to channel these energies, and I was like wondering why it's like that, because I usually talk fast and channel fast, and it's because I am currently channeling multiple powerful energies and entities right now of divine white light, so don't worry, and multiple messages, because I decided to do such a high vibrational reading. And go figure, it's been a minute, you know. I do these readings, high vibrational readings, on my other channel, Mystic Mia Moksha, but this is like I can feel it. There's so many powerful beings and energies I'm kind of channeling right now. It's strong. It's been a minute. So thank you for your patience, your kind patience. Okay, so we're going to look at your energies, their energies, your divine coverage energies, and then the energy between the two of you. Let's start with what's going on with your life, what you can see in the physical, so you can tell if this pile is for you. And then we'll look at theirs. So what's going on for you, pile 33? Hidden realms, create conscious awareness. Yeah. I feel like you are actively being connected to this new 5D realm. And I wrote a post on my Telegram yesterday about this 3D and 5D split and my perspective on it. And I believe that there has been a lot of 5D realms made from Earth, because this is a really popular place in this galaxy to kind of evolve from. And so there's a lot of 5D realms that were made off of this specific world. And I feel like currently, like, and you can see in the past, like, where there were like whole tribes back in the day that kind of just blipped into the air and just disappeared, right? They're high vibrational civilizations that were on this planet that just kind of disappeared all of a sudden, right? Leaving everything else behind. And I feel like that's what's happening right now with this 3D 5D split. And I feel like this kind of reset and this kind of split happens more often than we think, than we know. And I believe that the choice is upon us now. This is where people are making the choice to go to 5D or stay in 3D. And once you make this choice, it's like you can't go back, right? You're like, 3D folks are going to go into a whole 3D cycle, repeat a 3D cycle to learn their 3D lessons. They might be newer souls, might be not learning the lessons. 5D folks are ready to go into a different realm with their 5D, with other 5D folks that came from this world to do the kind of work that they always wanted to do on this planet, if it were filled with love, light, and harmony, which it was meant to be, it was supposed to be, right? We kind of went to a downward spiral in order to learn lessons. But I feel like at this point, 5D folks, older souls, there's a lot of stuff you want to do on the physical plane that this 3D world doesn't allow you to do, because there's just so much negativity out there. You don't have the support that you need. Like maybe the kind of occupation, the career that you want to do, the kind of life's work that you want to do doesn't exist in this realm, or can't exist because it's so filled with negativity. It's like there's so much to undo here. There's so much darkness to be cleared here, and 5D folks have done that much clearing within themselves that they need like a different space, a more love-filled space where everyone in it is all also very conscious of their actions and live a high vibe life, so they can actually live the 3D life that they were meant to live, right? So that's why I'm getting like you're actively connecting to that realm right now. All of us in the that are going to the 5D are actively connecting to this new 5D realm that we are visualizing, that we are manifesting, that we are creating right now. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I got this energy of like it's a collaborative effort. So I'm getting with this is a timeless reading, and this kind of energy will come up in cycles for the next like several years, maybe the next even few decades. But right now, light workers are being connected like on a light grid. This came up in a light worker reading I did on my channel recently. But light workers are being connected on like a light grid, which will allow us to kind of collaborate, which will bring us into a consciousness. And our collective consciousness is dreaming up this new realm for us to manifest. So that's why you're going to feel these like energies really heavily at first, because you're not used to it, or have like, yeah, it's been a while since you've been used to it. Because even those, whether you're new, whether you're just spiritually awakened, just started your spiritual journey, you're being connected, and or if you've been on this journey for like decades, like it might have been a while since you connected with another light worker or another light worker on this level, or connected to a grid like this. You never connected to a grid like this before this lifetime. I mean, in this lifetime, but it might have been a long time since you've done this kind of heavy energy work. So it's just going to take a little bit to kind of get used to it. But this is you and all the other folks in the 5D in the collective consciousness coming together to manifest this new 5D realm. Okay, so what is happening with them? Kundalini rising and ignite your passions for life. They definitely have their soul on fire. And with the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Cups here in reverse, I feel like they, first of all, have their soul on fire for you, beautiful pile 33. They're definitely feeling like real strong sexual desire for you. So whether you know your divine counterpart, who they are or not, this is someone coming in. They are having this like strong sexual urge and connection towards a specific person that they don't even know. They might not even know what you look like or where you are on the planet, or that you are even a person that exists. They just feel this strong sexual desire for someone that they don't even, that they're like, think is an imaginary person, or maybe someone that, you know, that they'll never meet or something like that. It's a bizarre experience for them happening, but they also have this strong passion turn on for life. They want to do meaningful things in their life, and they're like, what is going on? I do feel like this is a spiritual person. So this is someone who is, whether they've spiritually awakened or just kind of in the know about certain spiritual topics or theories and stuff like that. This person is definitely in the know, but I feel like something has just been kind of turned on for them. Okay, so you're going to see, if you were to see this person in the physical, this divine counterpart, you would probably see that they are just acting out of passion a lot. You know, when you like discover something new that you just like love, and you just obsess over it, and you can't stop thinking about it, working on it, talking about it. It's like your life for like a very long time. Like when you wake up, you think about it. When you go to sleep, you're excited to work on it the next day, like that kind of thing. They have that kind of energy right now. And they also have that kind of energy for you or this divine counterpart, whether they know it or not. I feel like it's kind of like they have this like strong urge to specifically be with this one person or this one energy, and they don't understand how to. They don't know if you exist or where you are, or you know what this is that's going on within them. So they've been lit on fire. Their soul has been lit on fire. Okay. And so, but another thing for you, what's going on with, like, if someone were to look at what's happening in your physical life right now, Pile 33, I would see that you're getting small trinkets from this new 5D realm. Amazing. Okay, so I'm getting like physical trinkets, like physical things from this 5D realm. So I'm getting, it could be like soil or flowers or crystals, food, physical messages. That's so interesting. I want to look into that. Pin, new job or career. Wow, this is amazing. Pile 33. So I'm getting something like that. You're getting some sort of physical thing in regards to a new job or career, but it might be something as small as a pin. So for example, if your soul mission is related to, or this new job or career or business is related to like making clothes, you might be gifted I'm getting, it's not like you find on the ground. It's not something like you go out and buy. It's like literally gifted from the universe. Like someone might literally come by and gift it to you, someone you don't even know or someone you do know. That's, it's presented to you really well, and it's presented as a gift. So through a person that you know or don't know, or it could even be something that's just kind of waiting for you. Like you just find it on your doorstep one day, or it just magically appears on your desk, or like someone like left something and they're like, you know, they're never going to come back for it, so it's yours, or something like that. Like this it's like a gift. And it's like, so if you're going into, like, for example, what if your new job career is like in the fashion industry or making clothes, or, you know, something of that sort. Like you might find a really like fancy pin, sewing needle. Or if it's in regards to doing hair, it could be like a small pin. Or if it's in regards to whatever it is, it's like a small, tiny little trinket, a gift from the universe, and you'll know. It could be a coin, like a rare coin or a special coin that does something. Yeah. I'm getting like the top, or something, like the top that you spin, or like a little toy like that, like a little ball, like a bouncy ball. But I feel like I'm getting, it's like special. Like this pin is like decked out, right? Like it's really pretty, but it's like small. So it's like something precious, something high quality, because it's from the 5D, so you know it's high quality. It's a little bit of a token. I'm getting kind of like Inception. You know how in Inception you kind of bring with you like a small trinket, like a small little thing that reminds you that you're in a dream or something like that. I feel like this trinket that the universe gifts to you is a reminder that you're going into the 5D. That this 3D matrix is just a dream and you're going into the 5D. Wow, that's really special. Yeah, a high quality thing. Like even if it's like maybe in the 5D you're going to create a lot of board games or something. So you might get like a decked out pair of dice or one die or something like that. That's the kind of image I'm getting. Like something like small, like a little token, a little, you know, trinket. That's what I keep getting. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So let's see what is going on with your divine counterpart in terms of this romantic love connection. What's going on with them in terms of that? New beginnings. Okay, so they are excited for this new relationship. So this is a new relationship. They're starting a new chapter in their life, and they're starting a new relationship with you. Seven of Wands. They're very certain about it. Nothing could bring them down. I'm getting this is like them coming to you, or this is like your 5D energy and bond to you. And there's a bunch of like, because they've been activated, right? Your divine counterpart has been activated. So they're ready to kind of do 5D things. And they're going to be magnetized to 5D things, materials, opportunities, and people, but nothing more than you, because you two kind of vibrate at the same frequency. So they're going to be magnetizing a lot of 5D things to them, but specifically you two are going to be magnetizing each other very, very like forcefully, like strongly. Like nothing has a pull as strong as the two of you, because anything on that high vibrational frequency like get attracted to each other so powerfully, especially since we're stepping into 5D. It's I can't describe it. It happens very strongly. But anyway, so I'm getting, because they've been activated, there's a lot of other people that may be attracted to them, even other opportunities, other situation, other paths that might be opening up to them. And this is kind of something key that came up in the last reading too. All the readings are somewhat similar but have unique aspects. But I'm getting that there are going to be people attracted to you because you're in that beautiful 5D energy and everyone wants to eat that up, you know, everyone's attracted to it, everyone wants a piece of it. It's a really bright, shining light that you and your divine counterpart are becoming. And that attracts other souls with a lot of light, a lot of opportunities that have a lot of light, and a lot of moths and a lot of bugs and a lot of things that you don't want either, because everyone's attracted to light, right? Yeah, but they are just kind of focused on zeroing on in on you. Sorry, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm so much heavy energy is coming in. This is crazy. I just had some coffee too. This is never experienced something like this for a very long time since I did my like twin flame readings, literally. Okay, what's going on in this divine counterpart connection in terms of love and union on your side? Commitment. Tying the knot, yeah. There's something about you two are being like energetically woven together at this time. It's so interesting because even if you are married in a relationship, or you don't want to date right now, or you have children, or you're taking care of parents, or you have like a lot of responsibilities around your job or in regards to other people, like I'm getting like, because the two of you are tying yourselves to each other energetically at this time, tying this bond, forming this bond very strongly in the 5D. 5D, something that you've only imagined, only can visualize, but now can see. You're going to see that everything else just kind of falls away. I was thinking about that, and I was like worried. I'm like, hey, like, but what about the other ties that you might have at this time? What if I do people do about that? My ears ringing. And it's that they will naturally fall away. Because, you know, this, yeah, 10 of Cups, wow, okay. This connection, this bond trumps everything. This, where you're going, where the both of you are going, where everyone in the 5D is going, trumps everything else. You won't have to worry about it tying this bond energetically to your divine counterpart at this time. It's already happening. It's happening energetically. As all you're going to be focused on, it's going to be a thing that takes up all your energy and focus, and you know, it's going to be where you're mentally, emotionally at 100%. You're not going to be thinking about anything else or anyone else. Like, you know, it's your 5D life, your divine counterpart, and everything that your 5D life has. You know, all the parts of your 5D life. So everything else is just going to naturally fall away for you. Okay? So I wouldn't even focus on like anything else going on in your life right now. Just like kind of enjoy this kind of energetic marriage and union happening between you and your divine counterpart right now. You both are kind of letting things happen energetically. Feel good things are happening. Excited for it. Yeah, because I feel like you might be in a commitment, or you might have some sort of ties to people or a person, whereas they are getting hit up by a lot of people because they might be single right now. You might be single too, but I feel like you might have been tied. Like people might think that you are tied with someone romantically. It could be that you declared I don't want to get married, or I'm not dating right now, or like something about you being closed off to potential suitors, which is why you're not being swarmed by them. You could care less. You're in like La La Land. You're in a happy place. You're just, I feel like you're just gushing over how awesome life is right now. Even if your divine counterpart isn't physically in your life right now, you're just kind of like, I'm just getting like extremely satisfied energy, and you don't care about anything else right now because you can feel this energetically. And so, yeah, wow. Okay, and so what about spiritually? What's happening with them spiritually? And then we'll move into the higher perspective of what's going on in this connection and Spirit's message for you. Okay, so what's spiritually happening for them at this time? Yes, just say yes. Okay, so they're being guided to kind of just, in this like new beginning, just to go with it. Because it came out in reverse and this energy is coming towards you, they're hoping that you'll just say yes. Like, can we skip the whole BS of, getting to know each other and, I wonder if we will like work well together. It's like, can we just admit that we have a extremely strong, energetic, spiritual connection with each other, and that we're so on board no matter what happens, and we're already in each other's life, we're already each other's partner. Can we just say yes and just move on? Like, can we not play these 3D games in our connection? Like, I might not consciously know anything about you, but I vibrationally know everything I need to know. Wow. Okay, strong energies. Okay, Knight of Swords. Yeah, he's gonna communicate this to you. He might not say it in exactly the way that I say it, but he might say something along those lines. Like, hey, there's like, I can feel something here. There's definitely something here. Like, I just know. He might even say, or like whoever, your divine counterpart might even like say, I love you right off the bat. It's just like a knowing. And that's how 5D energy works. Like, you connect energetically first, and then emotionally, and then mentally, and then physically. And so it kind of makes sense that when you're in the 5D energy and they are in the 5D energy, both of you are just kind of in a knowing. Like, yeah, this is my person. Even people around you that are 5D can tell, like, oh yeah, that's your person. You two are bonded. Like, you can feel it. You can sense it. There's a knowing. You don't question your knowing in the 5D. You pursue it. Okay, and so what about you? What's spiritually going on for you? Pile 33. Warrior woman. Love it. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, interesting. So I'm getting, with the Knight of Swords here and the Warrior woman here, I feel like the two of you are in a spiritual warrior phase. Interesting. I feel like all three of these piles kind of go together, and there might be one energy that's happening a little bit more than the others, but kind of this is generally what's happening for, divine counterparts, twin flames, or ultimate soulmates, like spiritual, high level spiritual bonds with people. Everyone's kind of in this warrior energy, spirit warrior energy. I feel like this is where spiritual people come out and fight, right? Like, we're in a spiritual war, and you've been kind of passive for a long time. There's some light workers or spiritual warriors out there that have been fighting the good fight. This is where you see a huge, like, this is where spiritual warriors come out of the light woodwork and do their thing, become public, bring their work to the forefront, fight for what they believe in, fight for those that can't fight for themselves, and really lead the charge. Wow. I even said this in my recent energy update, where it's kind of like, oh, spiritual professionals become more public, which is really interesting. Okay. 8 of Wands. Okay, yeah, communication. First of all, I do feel communication is coming in for you from your divine counterpart. So somehow you guys are going to be finding each other. I do feel like, because this is what's spiritually going on for you guys, and I just mentioned that whole thing about spiritual professionals coming out into the public. I do think it's through like social media or through your work first. So if you are, because this energy, all this energy that I'm doing, like this is divine counterpart connections happening in the next couple years, the next couple of decades. It kind of really depends on when you spiritually awakened, how much work, spiritual work, inner work you've done on your spiritual journey, and like yeah, how much you've been using your spiritual gifts and following your heart, following your intuition in life. But these two, the two of you, this counterpart couple are leading the charge. So you two are either thinking about starting a spiritual, I feel like the two of you already have, because you two are already in the public eye. You two are already talking about spiritual concepts or whatever it is. Your whatever your spiritual gift is, you're using that in the public right now, whether it's your actual job or something you do as a hobby. This is something that you actually already put out there. I feel like the two of you are gonna find each other that way, or you're gonna bump into each other, be referred to each other, or be boosted in the public eye soon. Because I do feel this kind of sense of light workers coming together, making their presence well known. But I'm getting like spiritual warrior, because this is like, these are the people at the forefront. These are the people leading the 5D charge. That's why I felt so guided to do this reading, because I'm like, I have to do this for my brothers and sisters who are leading the charge, because we need this. We need to connect. We need to we need each other's support to help bring in the other light workers, to bring in more spiritual, to help other spiritual warriors get ready and to fight the good fight, right? So like those of you already in this kind of line of work, it's going to come out that like more and more light workers are connecting with each other. More and more spiritual warriors are connecting. They're leading the charge. They're doing the more difficult work. There are already people who are like really strong light workers, really strong spiritual warriors, but those are the people who are either really high in their ranks, have been at it for a very long time, or people who are working behind the scenes. This is, I'm getting for the second wave of spiritually awakened folks, and specifically the ones kind of leading the charge of the second wave. So even if you spiritually awakened in the last bit of the second wave, doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter. It matters how much spiritual work you've done, how spiritually inclined you are, and yeah, those two things. So I feel like your divine counterpart might connect with you in terms of getting something done, like, hey, we need to get this information out there, or we need to, hey, this is happening for the collective, we need to do something about it. I do sense very, very freaking strongly that something is about to go down in the world. Some like dark event. And light workers are going to be there to kind of help guide the 5D and the 3D folks. But then are going to kind of like give them the resources that they need, but then kind of focus on, getting your own life and your own home straight before you can go out and help others, and let while the dust settles. So I feel like the light workers are going to be at the forefront, kind of spearheading this move where they lead this charge, where something happens and then the people who are ready to step up, and then they kind of just disappear for a while the dust settles, because like the collectives have chosen to kind of go through this experience in their certain way, and then come back around 6 months from now and figure out a game plan. Interesting. Okay, so what's the higher perspective of what's going on in this connection? Bird flying, news is on the way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for sure. Interesting. We have a bird here with the Knight of Swords. Swords, connected to air. We have birds here. Interesting. We see wings here. Sword. Yeah, so news is on the way. We have owls here. Interesting. So many birds. So change is happening. News is on the way. I feel like you're going to get some big news about what's going on. And I feel like the two of you are kind of both leaders, spiritual leaders, at this time. Like, if you're an awakened soul, you are a spiritual leader. But I feel like there's those that have done more inner work or have the experience to kind of be at the forefront of this 5D collective consciousness. Yeah, you're being activated. Pile 33. You and your divine counterpart are being activated. Yeah, time to work together. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's time to work together with your divine counterpart, with the other spiritual warriors, because I do feel like it's not the entire Lightworker collective. It's not the entire 5D collective. It's specifically those at the top, or those that have been prepped and ready to fight and do the big thing. So it's just kind of like the top, like maybe 10% of the 5D collective consciousness that is going to be connecting and coming together and working on figuring out the solution and making moves in this initial event, this initial energy. It's gonna be surprising. It's like when shit hits the fan, and it's like all in the same breath. You're also going into action, being told like what action to take. Like it's time. Like it's the war bells are ringing. It's time to like suit up, head out onto the field. Very interesting. It's like everyone kind of gets like a little startled and kind of like know what they have to do. And it's kind of like the folks at the front lines need to go. They take action. And yeah. Whoa, it's go time. What is Spirit's message for you, Pile 33? Cracked cup. Dissatisfaction with life. And 2 of Cups. Oh, wow. So that's like union. And the time on the timer right now is 2/2/28. So that's like a lot of abundance as well. So I do feel like this dissatisfaction with life in the cup, it's kind of reminds me of this kind of chaos energy. So you might see some chaotic energies that doesn't look good, doesn't make you happy to see, but it's necessary, which is this whole event that's happening. I don't know what's happening, but it's like it's kind of chaotic, but it's like while the chaos is going on, you are with your divine counterpart. And so I do feel like this specific group might take action, be called to take action, tell everyone like, hey, this is what's happening, don't worry, kind of leave resources out there for people to kind of get in touch with their higher guidance, with spiritual information that will help not just the 5D collective but also the 3D collective, and then step away. And then step away because the 3D collective has chosen to go through, like those that are chosen to kind of go through an awakening right now, chose to go through it together. A lot of us have gone through spiritual awakening kind of on our own in the past decades. If you've gone through a spiritual awakening in the past decades, you have gone through it alone, and it's very torturous, and you felt very alone, right? The collective that's waking up together right now have chosen the experience of waking up together. And so the spiritual warriors that are leading the 5D collective are being told to step up, you know, do emergency management. There's like so much chaos that people don't know what to do. So the spiritual warriors kind of take the lead, take control, give people kind of like a framework of what's happening and what they can do. If they want to listen, it would really help them. If they don't want to listen, that's their choice. But it's out there for people who need the resources, that need the help, and kind of need some understanding. And then stepping away for a while until the collective, the 3D collective, the New Awakening collective, and the 5D collective has kind of calmed down, you know, and kind of let the dust settle. And especially until the collective that chose to awaken together at this time, spiritually awaken at this time, go through their process, they're going to be lashing out at people who are already awakened. They're going to be lashing out at everyone. So it's just a time to kind of just let them calm down. If you want more information on that, I have energy readings that I've been doing, especially with the energy I just read here since the beginning of the year on my other channel, Mystic Mia Moksha. But if not, I hope this resonated. I know it's highly spiritual, but that's the kind of reading I was meant to do. So I do see myself stepping into more high vibrational love readings, but I will keep them more love focused in the future. This was just something that I needed to do for my sisters and brothers, whether it's like the two of you or like, you know, hundreds of you. This is necessary. So yeah, I would really appreciate you like a comment if you liked it or resonated with it. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.